Today's episode is brought to you by Kimera Koffee.
The one and only.
Yeah. Coffee from Dominican Republic, infused with nootropics. N-O-O,
Tropics, baby.
Check that out. Google it. See what nootropics can do for you. It'll probably help you out, especially if you feel like you can never think of the word to say and it's at the tip of your tongue. That's when nootropics come in.
If it's right at the tip, guys, it'll help you release it.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you said?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's
so
what I'm
go
here
to
for, brother.
invertedgear.com, type in the coupon code.
I think
show
you
the
meant
art.
Chimera.com.
What did I just say?
You said Inverted Gear.
My bad.
That's another great sponsor that we can
Yes.
get into. But first, get into Kimera.
Go to chimeracoffee.com, type in the coupon code, show the art. On another note, go to invertedgear.com.
I know you're excited,
type
man.
in the
Talk
coupon
about
code,
it.
show the art 15. You could get jiu-jitsu gis. They got different types,
Rash
different
guards.
colors.
Oh,
Rash
they
guards,
come in with that goodness,
shorts.
man.
Fun T-shirts.
If
you
you're single,
like pandas,
if you like pandas, and if you're single and you're looking to catch someone, put on Inverted Gear.
that's it. That's it.
And
It's simple.
Drink Chimera coffee. That'll make them marry you.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Peace. Enjoy the show. And now,
I'll say
time for
peace.
the show. Guys, welcome to the Show the Art
You can
podcast.
take my line, brother?
Oh, sorry. You can go.
No, forget it. I don't want your pity.
We are your hosts.
Your
My name is Abe. This is my
Amesinho.
Amezinho.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
I actually
like
dig it. It rolls off the tongue.
It does. Amezinho.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with
Studlicious. Big Papa.
Tupac. It's Ames
Caramel Delight.
with Manny Pacquiao.
Manny 2.0. I got hands like him. I don't want to brag. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So big news coming today.
There's a lot of things going on right now, man.
Big news.
Yep.
So one,
Mm-hmm.
Rashad Evans is out of UFC 205.
Yeah, dude.
And
We're getting straight into it, huh?
we're
going for
we're
like the
diving head deep into
like
this.
the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
I
10-foot
bet.
pool. Diving head deep.
Yeah, dude. He looks shredded. So what's the
man.
update?
Almost
Like,
as shredded as me. Yeah.
Oh man, we're not over this one yet. But moving on. So what I all I saw yesterday was on like somewhere on Facebook. After like rolling through all the presidential status updates, but when I got to like the more important stuff, I see it shows like a picture of Rashad just shredded, saying
man.
like it's unfortunate that he can't make him. Like, what the hell happened, man? So what's the news?
So the news
What's
is
the 411?
the news is the 411 is Rashad was good.
Okay.
He gets to New York City.
Yeah.
He's running. They're running.
He's like
medicals.
on a plane, right? When he found out,
Was it?
or maybe Tim Kennedy found out. On the
Yeah,
plane
maybe
tickets.
Tim
But
Kennedy.
yeah, go
Well,
on.
regardless, they ran normal medicals on him.
True.
Right. All the EKGs and whatever else
Yeah.
they have to run, and apparently the commission or whatever didn't like a result on one of his tests.
Damn, man.
It wasn't like he had a fracture anywhere or like anything crazy. Rashad even
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I'm fine," but there was some irregularities, quote unquote. That's what they said. And at first they were like, "All right, you're fine," but then they laid the Thor hammer down and said, "Hey, we're not going to allow you to fight."
So not just a regular hammer, not just like a hammer you get at Home
the
Depot.
Thor hammer.
They took out Mjolnir. That's the name of the hammer.
Oh, okay, yeah,
maybe I pronounced-
Myanmar.
Yeah, Mia Moore. They took out Mia Moore,
Yeah.
the Mia Moore hammer.
And seriously, it is a Thor hammer because this was the first time in Madison Square Garden. Meanwhile,
I
Rashad is
know.
probably one of the only guys that was born in New York.
I was gonna say he's
Yeah.
that must hurt a lot, man. To even though you're not on the main card, you're fighting in New York, and probably
Yeah.
all his family,
Hell
friends
yeah.
bought tickets.
Of course. Yeah.
Dude, that's a bummer,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, the fact that he's not fighting anymore doesn't mean that it's a bad card.
Yeah,
It's still a great card.
absolutely.
Rashad Tim Kennedy would have made it better for sure. It's a
Yep.
good fight. But unfortunate circumstances. Hopefully he
Yeah.
can fight in Albany, which is coming up soon, which would be still in New York.
I mean, that's cool, but man.
But
to
actually
fight
they
in
need a
MSG
headliner because who is fighting
Exactly.
it was
Exactly.
it was Derek Lewis, Black Beast versus that other dude. So
exactly.
we need a headliner. Let's
When
get
you're-
Rashad on there.
When it takes you a while to answer your own question,
Yeah.
you know it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe
Yeah.
you need Rashad, but man,
Poor
my
guy.
condolences to to Rashad,
Yeah.
man, because you work so hard and you drop so much weight.
Yeah,
Man,
he was
you
fighting at
dropped
185 for the
You
first time.
drop so much weight. And what did he first fight? Ultimate Fighter, heavyweight, right? He went from
yeah.
heavyweight
Yeah.
to middleweight.
I mean, granted, he fought heavyweight, I believe it was, just to be on the show.
yeah.
But still, he did.
He still fought,
Yeah.
and
And he fought big ass dudes.
Yeah, and he actually looks good at middleweight.
No, he
It
does,
like you
man.
know when people like McGregor, for example,
Mhm.
when he cuts down to 145,
Yeah,
man,
he looks
it
terrible on the scale.
Looks unhealthy, man.
Mhm.
It looks like that movie Thinner. You ever watch that? It's like a scary movie. Like
No.
some like gypsy put a curse on the like an overweight dude. He started getting skinnier and skinnier.
Is this one of
skinnier.
those Eddie Murphy movies where he plays every
No,
character?
but it's like a 90s like horror. It's supposed to be a horror film. I
Okay.
didn't watch it, but that's what I thought
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So that's what Connor looked like. But
Uh-huh.
Rashad he looked really good, man.
Yeah,
It
I
looked
mean,
like he
his
was gonna do
shoulders
like a bodybuilding
yeah.
show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's sad because I think this would have been great for him, but hopefully he fights at 185 the next fight around.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So
yeah.
So let's move on to the
Yes.
Jon Jones.
The Jon Jones saga continues.
Yeah, man.
So Jon Jones, I'm gonna
Here's
do my
some
best
light-
Chael Sonnen impression. Jon Jones
That's
was
not-
hit.
That's just a white voice from
Yeah, yeah.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
That's not
Chael
Chael
Sonnen.
Sonnen.
So Jon Jones was handed down his
Suspension.
suspension
Mhm.
and how long it would be by the USADA organization, and they said you were negligent. We agree that you had a tainted supplement,
Mhm.
but because of your negligence, we're still going to give you the 1 year max suspension.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
But-
a few weeks ago,
There you go.
or a few months ago, a guy by the name of Yoel Homero only got 6 months for the same infraction. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Anyway, regardless, Jon Jones got a year suspension,
Mhm.
retroactive from when it happened, so he
So
won't
around
be
July
eligible to. Yes,
Till
July.
July.
Now, it's important to note that
This is the important part.
Jon Jones was labeled not a cheater, not a steroid user.
Mm-hmm.
That he was, he made a mistake. So they, it was something about like they even put it on there where like, we are labeling you someone who did not take steroids, someone that not like something like that where he's not a cheater.
You're clear to that name.
Yes, hopefully that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
you need. People could still call him a cheater.
Yeah, they can.
You know,
who
basically.
who's gonna do that? Like haters, like people
Yeah.
that just don't want to give him any kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone that doesn't really want to give him any kind of credit, they're
Mhm.
gonna do that.
But here's the thing. You can't say Jon Jones is a cheater and get away with it. He's going to be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, I beat you."
Yeah.
Hold on, what? You call me a cheater? Well, I beat you anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, you call me a cheater? Well, if I fight you, I'm going to be the favorite, and I've been undefeated for a couple of years,
Yeah.
so
So either way.
I'm kind of one of the greatest of all times, and you're calling me a cheater? I don't know.
Yeah.
They already said I'm not a cheater, and you're kind of, who are you again? Hold
Yeah.
on, what's your name again? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have no voice.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay quiet.
So you
Sit
might as
down
well. Let's
and
just
just watch
all
me.
watch Jon Jones and
Yeah,
forget.
yeah.
I don't think he cheated. He seems like a guy who doesn't cheat.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a guy who, he did some things to himself.
Yeah.
As
He
far
seems
as
douchey. Let's put it out.
Yeah.
Like he seemed like a douchey dude.
Yeah.
But he didn't seem like a guy that would kind of cheat the game.
Yeah.
You know
exactly,
what I mean?
Exactly.
He had some kind of honor.
He did
You know what I
things that downers brought his body
Yeah.
down, not up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
we could totally be wrong.
We could
but
totally be
I'm
wrong.
just this is
The
our
perception,
opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
he
Yeah.
seems like an honorable fighter.
Yeah.
Maybe human aspect, personal aspect, we don't know. We're not
Mhm.
friends with him. But fighter-wise, he seems like an honorable human being.
That's
but
true.
we'll see. Now, the next step for him is he has to face the Las Vegas Athletic Commission. I believe
Okay.
it's Las Vegas. That's where the fight was sanctioned and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Now, they still have to give him something.
Okay.
Or they could give him nothing. They could just say, hey, well, USADA gave you 1 year. We were going to give you 1 year. We agree with them. Even if we give you 1 year, it's going to be during the same time.
Is there a way they could, or is there any possibility that they could reduce the time?
No.
Or it's just 1 year.
USADA already gave it to him.
Once once USADA gives it out, you're
No, USADA is different. It's separate.
yeah.
USADA says this.
Also, the Vegas could add.
Well, if Vegas gives him a year,
Yeah.
it's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same suspension.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
2 suspensions at the
Yeah.
same time. But what I heard is that in Las Vegas, the maximum is 2 years, not 1 year.
Oh.
So they could agree and say, hey, we want to give him the maximum suspension like you guys did.
Yeah.
Oh, but in Vegas, it's 2 years, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he would be out for 2 years.
2 years, baby.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
Yeah.
I mean, for what happened,
Mm-hmm.
like they even labeled him someone who was negligent, but didn't try to cheat. Like the intention wasn't there, and he had a tainted supplement.
Yeah.
Just on that factoid alone.
Okay.
It seems like Vegas wouldn't give him 2 years.
Mhm.
They would just be like, all right, well, he got a year. A year is good for us. We're all good on a year, right? All right, cool. Break. Let's go.
Split it up.
It's not like they found him a cheater. They couldn't find any supplements that he took, so it wasn't. Then you would give him 2 years, no problem.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
So they're good to go from that point
Yeah,
on.
he's still not in the clear, but he's doing. At least there's some answers.
Yeah, at least we know probably July. More than like 50% chance it's July.
Yeah, and by that time, it's not like he could fight in July. That's when he'll be eligible to get his license back, I guess. I guess they could push for a fight in August.
Okay.
Right, and start publicizing it, promoting it.
Who do we have right now online for light heavyweight?
In line?
Oh, we got.
You have the logjam of.
Yeah. So Jacare and.
No, you're talking about middleweight. Light heavyweight is Daniel Cormier versus Anthony Johnson. That's going down next month.
Okay, that's next month. And then what do you have after that?
There's so many weird things going on. I mean, you always have Glover still in the mix.
Okay.
You always have Gustafson still in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the trail of breadcrumbs behind them.
Okay.
So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of guys coming up too.
Yeah.
We'll see. If
so this one we can't really predict like what's gonna happen by July. Usually, sometimes like heavyweight or one of these ones we could kind of do a little timeline. So light heavyweight, not.
And
so
we've
much.
seen within 6 months you can get these stars popping out of nowhere.
True.
A guy that comes in from another organization or drops in weight from another weight class,
or
moves up in weight and decides to just go on a rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Cerrone, for example.
True.
So we don't know. Or a guy that we once thought was like fighter, like just comes out of nowhere, gains this incredible confidence, and then just starts beating people.
Like Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, exactly. If a guy like Jimmy Manuwa, who just won, if he comes out of nowhere, fights the loser of Anthony Johnson, Daniel Cormier, and knocks him out, and then fights for the title, like that could easily happen. So we don't know. Or by July, Jon Jones is like, you know what, F it. I'm going to take my chances in heavyweight division. Like we talked about last time. He might. You never know.
That's what I'm praying.
Yeah. Dana White said he was asked, how much money did Jon Jones potentially leave on the table from being out this long?
That's a lot of money.
He said, listen, man, easily 15 to 20 mil.
Oh, is it 15 to 20?
Yeah. Because of the fights he would have had and the money he would have made with those
I thought
fights.
It was 9.
15 to 20.
I read 9. That's even more. Oh,
yeah.
15 to 20. That's a lot of money.
Maybe even more. Because you don't know how big a star can get.
I can't believe they make this much money now. I mean, it's good for them. Because remember, like
that
UFC,
doesn't mean one fight. For John, that doesn't mean one fight. That probably would have been 2 or 3.
No,
fights.
yeah, but to still make this kind of money, I remember like a few years ago when it was boxing, was just like taking over. Yeah. This might be like this. Not saying it's the nail in the coffin, UFC 205, but it's one of the nails in the coffin for boxing, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's really an afterthought at this moment, and there's not a lot of signs that its popularity is going to start coming back up. There's a big fight with Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev, but no one's really talking about it.
Okay.
Not really,
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
No.
Exactly.
I know. I've heard Andre Ward.
Yeah.
I've actually heard Kovalev. You have to. If you watch MMA, you have to hear those names because combat sports are combat sports.
Yeah.
Just like you might have heard who Rico Verhoeven is.
Okay. Yeah.
Have
just
you heard of
like
that name?
A slight.
He's a kickboxing world champion, glory heavyweight champion. He's fighting Badr Hari. Do you know who that is?
No.
Badr Hari is an animal. He's another guy from Holland. He's got his parents are from Morocco. But Badr Hari is fighting Rico. And this is a huge fight. This is the biggest heavyweight kickboxing fight of all time.
You know what I need? I need you to not get me into that, but kind of show me like the history and all that stuff. Because I want to learn more about like kickboxing and all that stuff.
Way more exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yeah,
it's really exciting. And all I have to do is give you a couple of names and watch their fights. Whew. Dude, I know. Some of these guys. And here's the thing about, like, for example, Glory. There's Glory, which is kickboxing. Okay. It's kind of like Dutch kickboxing style where it's a lot of punches and kicks like normal.
Yeah.
But there's not much clinch action.
Okay.
Once they clinch, if they hold on and they try to Muay Thai clinch, the ref's going to break it. Especially if they don't immediately move.
Okay.
I believe there's... I forget what's illegal and what's legal. I got to brush up on my glory rules.
Okay.
But it's more Dutch kickboxing style, not Muay Thai kickboxing. If you want to watch Muay Thai kickboxing, you watch lion fights.
Okay.
Or you watch some Thailand organization.
I
that's
see.
where the clinch game comes in. You'll see the pace is a lot slower.
Which one do you enjoy watching more? On a personal level.
Yeah. I think I like Glory.
Okay.
Even though I train Muay Thai as well.
Yeah.
I like Glory, but the clinch fighting is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice, especially if you understand it. The problem with Muay Thai rules is when people see clinching in Muay Thai style, it can be just like people who watch MMA and see the grappling portion. When they don't know much about it,
when you don't
like,
understand
what the hell's going
it.
on?
Yeah.
But
that totally makes sense, because I see a lot of at the gym I train, I teach us there's like a upcoming like BJJ and all that stuff, and I see their statuses. They were watching the last Bellator fight with Liam McGarry, because he personally, like, we know him, like he trained with us or whatever, so they're
he
cheering
lost,
for him.
though.
Yeah, he lost, unfortunately. Phil Davis put on like a wrestling clinic.
Yeah.
His jiu-jitsu was pretty good, that
good
fight. Yeah, it was a good fight. But moving on, it's just seeing them like appreciate it more, like understanding what it
I see,
you know what I mean, the jargon, the
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu jargon,
Sure.
or like the striking. So it's cool to see that.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get into kickboxing or learn more or whatever, because when I watch it, I'll appreciate it a lot more.
Absolutely.
Because the clinch game is cool and all to me, but I'm just like,
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's like with Dan Henderson, his dirty boxing. I only understood that more, like putting them to the cage, is because I was learning a little bit more.
Once you
dirty
understand
boxing.
the effectiveness, then you appreciate, like, oh, okay, that's why he's being so patient.
If someone puts something on you,
Yeah.
you appreciate. And when you see someone do that on a professional level, like on a high level, it's like another story.
Yeah.
So
No, absolutely. With education comes like the knowledge and it opens the umbrella of excitement that's possible for you. Just like with the whole Dominic Cruz thing, like a lot of people don't understand his footwork, but once you watch like a fan-made video, or you hear Dominic Cruz talk about his footwork
and the breakdown,
you completely like it starts to, you start to look for it in the fight, and it gets more exciting. And you're like, holy crap, this is not just a bunch of movement. These are sequences that were sharpened.
Yeah.
So whereas a guy like TJ, it's pretty obvious how good his footwork is, because he's very offensive. You're like, man, this guy moves fast.
Yeah.
So when an unorthodox guy does that, you're kind of like,
absolutely, man. It's like watching on YouTube when I watch like Faraz Zahabi, when he breaks things down. I'm like,
he's so good.
He's so good, man. The way he breaks
he's
it down.
He's so hot right now.
That Faraz is so hot right now. But he kills it, man.
Yeah, he kills
like
it.
I get so engaged just because he's just a book of knowledge.
Yes.
Just like not just hearing him talk about jiu-jitsu or MMA, but just when he talks about like just philosophy-wise, it's very inspiring. It makes you want to learn more. You know what I mean? So when you come across that, right, well-versed in like all these things, it makes you want to like become a better person. Like,
absolutely.
Like there's one guy, you know him, there's one guy trained over here at Subforce. His name is Lenny. He is a man of many talents.
Yeah.
He's a hunter. He's a chef.
Yeah. A world traveler, if you will.
Traveler. He has all these stories, man. If you need help with anything in the house, he could help you fix it.
Yeah.
Like, man of many talents. And he's like around like middle age, like 50s.
I think he's like 52, 53.
Yeah. And he just inspires me. He makes me want to learn more things. You know what I mean? So he's that kind of guy. So like for us and like all these coaches that you hear, when you hear them talk, it's like, man, like I want to learn more things because you inspire me to become better or just to learn.
Yeah, man. So Glory, just to speak on that real quick.
Oh yeah, it's good. So
3 rounds.
Okay.
Unless it's a title fight, 3-minute rounds.
Ah.
So you know what that means.
Yeah, barn burners.
Yes.
Yeah.
So imagine you're just watching a bunch of barn burner fights.
Yeah.
And there's no chance of clinching and slowing the game down.
That's really exciting, man. When the next one is coming up, let me know. I'll watch it with you. You know what? If we could just train and like if you could teach me some things, because then I know if I watch it, I'll get into it a lot more. Just like good jiu-jitsu. Like I used to watch like replay like Stuart Cooper. I'd watch like Budo Jake, and I'd watch him train. I didn't take jiu-jitsu yet. I would just appreciate it. It's cool and all, but now that I watch, I'm more into it because I know what actually is going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if I watch a tournament, I'm like, I know how points get scored. Before, I'm like, it's cool, but I'm just watching them because they're badass. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, here's further education for you folks out there.
Drop some knowledge, baby.
Now, a lot of Muay Thai practitioners, a lot of people train in Muay Thai because that's what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also kickboxing from other realms, right?
Okay.
Like what Wonderboy does.
Okay.
Karate. There's many Taekwondo artists.
Mm-hmm.
There's many people from Holland, Dutch kickboxing style,
Okay.
which is a blend of Muay Thai and boxing.
True.
And they don't focus too much on clinching as much,
Mm-hmm.
but they throw a lot of combinations in succession. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
High, low, kick, punch combinations. So a lot of the Muay Thai enthusiasts, the Muay Thai, like the true Muay Thai guys, they don't like Glory because they feel it's not real kickboxing. But where they fail to understand is that Glory is not necessarily trying to
mimic them.
Not mimic. They're not trying to advertise Muay Thai rules fights.
True.
They're trying to.
you.
It's kickboxing.
Yeah.
So you can be a
It's like
Muay Thai fighter.
purists. Yeah, they're the purists who don't like any kind of change.
Exactly.
Type of
But
thing.
it's like Glory is putting together like mixed kickboxing martial arts fights.
Yeah.
So you could have studied Muay Thai and you're going to go in there and you're a Muay Thai expert.
Mhm.
Or you could have studied Taekwondo and you're a Taekwondo expert. Or you could be you could do the Dutch kickboxing style.
Interesting.
So that's what Glory's doing. So the rules have to be a little different. So what Glory does is they don't allow it for the Muay Thai clinch to happen, which is a very important part of Muay Thai, the clinch game.
Yeah.
So that's why the Muay Thai guys, they get a little peeved, I guess.
A little butthurt.
Yeah, but it just comes with education. You have to understand why these guys are thinking that way. And just understand that Glory is not a Muay Thai tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Muay Thai fight. And that's another thing about Glory. They do tournaments.
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
So is when Glory happens, like Glory, does it go by number like UFC, like Glory block, or they have a title for it? Glory?
No, they do both.
So
they do both.
Yeah. So is it most of the events? Is it like a tournament style or?
So I'll give you an example of what happened in the last event. The last event was they had a tournament, a 4-man tournament. I forget what weight class it was.
Okay.
But the guy who won, his nickname is Style Bender. Look him up.
Oh,
This guy is dope.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Don't worry about it.
Style Bender. Look him up. I think his name on
Remember the
Instagram
name.
is at Style. Is at Style Bender.
Uh-huh.
So he won the tournament. He had to fight twice in one night.
Damn.
He fought his first fight that qualifies him for the finals, and then he won a second fight.
Damn.
But in between those fights, there was a headliner fight and a co-main event, and then some other fights
I like
between.
that.
So they had like the undercard, and
So
then
it's like EBI type of feel. But like with like a tournament, and then they have some kind of.
It was like this, like when UFC does the Ultimate Fighter finale, fight.
Got it.
A lot of times they'll put it right before the main event, but right after the co-main. So they do that. So they'll have a bunch of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll have the 2 tournament fights. So it still feels like a bunch of fights.
Yep.
Then the co-main event. Then
that's dope.
the finals.
I dig it.
And then the main event, which was in this case it was Nicky Holskin. He won who did he face again? Fuck, I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. I gotta brush up on my Glory.
I can't lie, or I'm pretty excited, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited
It's
because
fun,
I
man.
really wanted to get into it or whatever. But just like anything else, it's just like I might know some stuff. I might like appreciate a little bit or be entertained, but I want to appreciate it a lot more.
Sure,
you know
sure,
what I mean?
sure.
It's just learning the whole process and getting into it.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm just
No.
messaging.
Go ahead. Yeah. We could just edit this part out.
No, we'll keep it in.
Good.
I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, Glory Kickboxing.
Yeah, man.
Glory. Look it up. Check it out.
Yeah.
Big fight happening.
Who? Yeah. Do you want to go into that, or I was gonna ask you who's your favorite fighter and why? Like, put me on someone. Like, let me watch someone.
Look up Rico Verhoeven.
Verhoeven.
He's from Holland.
I was gonna say.
He's one of the best fighters out there.
Okay. What
He's
weight
a
class?
heavyweight champ.
Okay,
Heavyweight champ. So this guy is the Mike Tyson, in my opinion, of kickboxing right now. Heavyweight champ. Just knocking people
he's mowing
out.
people down.
Yeah. Power.
Okay.
Speed. Tenacity.
Damn. So you basically named all the attributes that I have.
Yeah, but
So
like at a much
basically
higher level.
Yeah.
There's levels to the game.
Like barely higher, because I'm pretty high up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's a ceiling, I'm at that ceiling, maybe like 2 inches above that ceiling. You know what I mean? So my head is peeking out of the ceiling.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's take it from here. Before we head off, actually, maybe if anyone else is actually interested in getting into Glory or any of these promotions, put me on like a fighter that you think is worth watching.
Okay. Look up Rico Verhoeven. Right?
Rico.
I
thought you were gonna say. I'm gonna cut you off. I thought you were gonna say Rico Suave, but move on.
No, not Rico Suave. Rico Verhoeven. Look up Nicky Holskin. Nieky Holskin. You figure it out.
Okay.
He's another Dutch guy.
Nice.
He's another champion in Glory.
So are these
awesome.
Are these the two that they're gonna fight each other?
No, they're not fighting each other. One's like welterweight, one's heavyweight. But they're two guys to look up.
So tell me, what are their styles like? If I could first, let's go Rico first. What is his game like?
So Rico is like a Mike Tyson of kickboxing. He's just aggressive. He's powerful. He's quick.
Okay.
He has good time. He's not just like a brawler. He has good timing. He has good setups. He has good dexterity in his legs.
What does he weigh around?
Oh, he's a big dude, man.
Yeah.
He's heavyweight, so
that
he's
makes
probably
you,
like 220.
As you're like naming all his attributes like that, that I have. I just want to see like where he ranks up like in weights.
Where you guys stack up.
I almost felt like 190.
Yeah.
So he's like at 220.
He's probably like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
He's a big mother. Yeah.
It's a big boy.
And he's shredded. Look up Rico Verhoeven real quick.
I'll look it up on my
Okay.
My computer died. Go ahead.
RICO VERHOEVEN, something like that. Rico Verhoeven.
What? That's so weird that it shows up.
Because he's popular, man.
And dude, right after it goes Rico Suave.
Good. So he's ranked higher.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And this guy is shredded to the gills, man.
Let's see.
This guy looks like he's got the body of Eddie Alvarez.
I'll be the Jadam. Homeboy is ripped.
Are his stats up there? Like how much he weighs?
No, I just Googled imaged him.
Yeah.
Just to see the abs.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
What do you eat for breakfast?
This guy eats horse meat.
Yeah.
Horse meat and alligator meat.
Look at those obliques. It's just bop, bop.
This guy eats alligator meat and sometimes lion meat.
Honestly, I think if there was like a zombie apocalypse, I would just hide behind him because I don't think there's anything going through that muscle, man.
Put some gloves on that guy, nothing's getting past him.
Jeez, man. And he's speeding quick, huh?
Dude, he's everything you would want in a fighter.
Yeah, he's everything I wanted, man.
He's got the looks, he's got the power, he's got the speed. He's
got the looks, all right.
He speaks very good English too, which is very important because some people they're from other countries, when they come to the American market, their English
second barrier,
yeah, and he does it very well.
Or the English barrier, second barrier.
Second barrier.
Yeah.
So in fact, when he's fighting Badr Hari, who's a legend.
Spell that one out.
BADR, first name Hari, HARI. Badr has 1 million followers on Instagram.
I think I looked up the wrong guy. It's some Indian dude.
Dude, I'm gonna show you some Badr. Well, Badr Hari is
so he's a legend.
His family is from Morocco.
Okay.
This guy had like 100 kickboxing fights.
Jeez.
Here, look at this guy.
Look at the guy that came up on mine.
Yeah, that's not Badr.
You sure?
Let me show you Badr Hari real quick. Kaboom!
Wow. Yeah, that's Moroccan, all right.
This guy has a
Moroccan, my world.
But he grew up in Holland. Yeah, that was pretty corny. He grew up in Holland, so he's a Dutch kickboxing stylist.
Jeez.
Now Badr was Rico. Well, Rico is Badr from a couple years ago.
I get you.
But Badr has an interesting story, man, because he was a devastating fighter.
Okay.
He beat the likes of Alistair Overeem.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I think Alistair holds a win over him as well.
Okay.
But he beat Alistair Overeem. He beat a bunch of really good guys. This guy, Gokhan Saki. Look up this guy. Gokhan Saki is probably one of my favorite fighters.
I've seen him, yeah.
Gokhan is a beast.
I don't know how I stumbled upon him, but he's a beast.
He's a freaking animal.
From his highlights, obviously, but
yeah.
So
Badr has been fighting. He was fighting for a long time. Then he got into some police trouble, and I think he was in jail for a little while.
Damn.
Yeah, this guy was. He's known to be a loose cannon.
Okay.
And
he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah. Just don't rub him the wrong way.
I know. I'm not gonna rub him at all. Yeah. I ain't rubbing shit on him.
So Badr hasn't fought in a couple of years. So this is a very interesting fight because he's trying to come back and reclaim his status as the best heavyweight fighter.
You know who he sounds like? Who he sounds like right now?
Who?
Jon Jones. No, I'm not
Yeah,
personality.
yeah,
But
yeah.
just like him coming back, he was the best. He's coming back from some kind
Bad
of
boy,
trouble.
yeah.
Yeah, bad boy
Yeah.
kind of image now.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But he didn't. I forget why he stayed away.
Okay,
It's like he was out for a little bit,
Mhm.
and he could have came back sooner. He
I
just
get
hasn't.
you.
So now he's trying to come back and make his comeback, and he's fighting Rico. So
Damn.
now you're coming back from a long layoff,
Mhm.
and you're going against the best in the world. That's like GSP coming back
yeah.
and going off right to
Woodley.
to the champ. Woodley, yeah.
Yeah,
And Woodley's an animal,
yeah, man.
right? Same thing. Rico's an animal. Woodley's an animal. You don't want to come back and fight that guy.
Nah, I get
You want to come back and fight a guy that's more patient, and
Mhm.
you want
like a tuna fight. You
or
right?
just stylistically, you want somebody who's not a friggin' ferocious animal.
yeah.
Where
so
like
he's going right into the terror dome,
yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
man.
So
Dope.
my point about this whole thing was Rico. They just had their first press conference.
Okay.
Rico's English is perfect. Bader's is not good at
Yeah.
all. He needed a
Okay.
translator, and it just kind of lowered the excitement during
Yeah.
the press conference.
I get you.
But Bader's a beast.
Yeah.
You know why? He's a gangster.
Yeah.
Because right when they
He's
are
a G.
at the end of the press conference, they were like, "All right, guys, now we're gonna do the square offs, and we're gonna take pictures, and we'll send you guys off on your way."
Okay.
The first two guys, there was like three fights there. So the first two guys square off.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
Then Nikki and his opponent, Nikki's fighting on the same card. They square off. Boom. Then Rico steps up. Bader just makes a U-turn and splits.
Oh, like a G.
Like a gangster.
They
I
should
mean,
put that like Thug Life
yeah.
thing when they put the sunglasses and
Yeah, exactly.
and cigarette.
And the funny thing is they kept the camera on him as he's walking down the hall. And then it's a gangster move, but it's pretty disrespectful.
that is pretty disrespectful.
And it was very indicative of his behavior over his career.
Yeah.
And Rico is just like, this is unfortunate. He's not being a professional. All those things that he
Yeah.
should be saying.
Mhm.
And he's like, at the end of the day, I'm a professional. I'm not going to talk badly about the guy.
Yeah.
You see it for yourself. We're going to fight.
But honestly, you want to see that because it adds spice to the match,
Yeah.
man. You have someone disrespectful like that. You need a villain.
Imagine this. UFC 205 is right around the corner, Saturday.
Yeah.
Imagine at the square off at the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
They square off and Connor just walks out. Doesn't say a word, just bounces.
Yeah.
Right when they're about to walk, they say, all right, Connor, Eddie, come up.
That's
And
badass.
Connor just splits.
I would never do that, but that's pretty badass.
That's pretty. You have
Yeah.
to be
and like
gangster mentality.
number
to do it.
one, it's gonna add more spice, and two, that's mind games that you're playing on your opponent,
Yes.
man. You want to gain any kind of advantage you can. You see
Mhm.
Conor does that with his talking and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Mike Tyson would do it just with his record and him staring you down.
Yeah.
Like you want to get any kind of like one up. You want to one up your opponent any way possible, man.
Yeah.
Because all that counts at the end.
It
that
all
matters.
counts. It all adds
counts.
up.
Yeah, man.
Now here's the thing. How do you deal with that? Are you a guy that's you see right through it and you just
Yeah.
let it slide right off you aerodynamically?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like Eddie Alvarez is that type of
Yes,
fighter.
I agree. 100.
Things will just slide right off.
100%.
Yeah.
I think he's so confident in himself that whatever Conor says,
Sure.
it's really not going to phase him, man.
And Eddie Alvarez's background. Where did the guy grow up? He grew up in Kensington,
Yeah.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
This guy grew up in
He's
the hood.
good. Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
No one from Dublin is going to intimidate him.
Yes.
No disrespect to anyone from Dublin.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The guys in Dublin, the way Connor described his upbringing was very similar
Okay.
to Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, so
People
it's hood.
fighting all the time.
Yeah. Ask no questions, throw punches, ask
yes.
later. Yeah, that
so
type of
you
thing.
think that is going to affect him?
Nah.
He grew up the same as you, maybe worse. Maybe you grew up worse. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
either way, both came up in hard times.
in hard times.
Yeah, man.
And Eddie Alvarez, actually go to MMAfighting.com and watch the walkabout video
Okay.
with Ariel Hawani
Okay.
and Eddie Alvarez. He does like a walk and talk video.
Ah,
Remember
dope.
he did that with Jon Jones?
Yeah.
And he actually did that with Connor a couple of years ago. So they walked through his old neighborhood
Damn.
in Philadelphia, and he talks about his life, and it's like an hour long. It's really good.
I kind of want to watch that.
Dude,
right
it
now.
makes you really believe like nothing's gonna touch this guy.
Damn.
Like Eddie Alvarez, you cannot penetrate
You
him.
can't phase him.
You
man.
could beat him in a fight
Yeah.
if you have better skills than him, but trash talking, tough talking, stare downs, nothing's gonna penetrate
Yeah.
this guy.
He one guy I think that doesn't really bother him, but then he'll get more amped up was like Nate Diaz. Like you're not gonna intimidate him, but you're gonna get him emotionally fired up. You know what I mean? Like Cerrone. Like
and some people need that to fight better, but others that don't need it, it makes them worse.
Exactly.
So you're saying Nate Diaz needed that?
Yeah. And you could see like he kind of reacted the way Conor would want. You know what I mean? Just like you're kind of out of your element type of thing. Like when you see Nate Diaz.
I don't think Nate Diaz
that's what he's trying to.
Yeah.
But
that's actually Nate Diaz's element.
Yes, actually Nate Diaz does that because he did it to who did he come out when he fought him like guns blazing. I forgot who it was, but
I mean Nate Diaz does that to everybody.
Yeah.
But no, to your point, like some people you do that to, and they're like if you do that to Anderson Silva, who's the complete opposite.
Man,
he's so methodical. He's so like in the zone. If you drive him mad, that might take him out of an element. You know, or it might unleash the dog. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know, a guy that's not normally reckless. You make that guy reckless, he might be even more dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with him. He's the one that you don't want him turning it up. Because a lot of times he doesn't really put it on you until he's mad. When he's mad, like Dan Henderson, like after that first round, he put it on Dan Henderson real quick. Just like other fighters, man. Like Anderson Silva was like one of the guys I'm like, I don't want to mess with you.
Yeah. I don't want to, because I feel like in a lot of your fights, you're only going 80.
Yeah, I don't want you going 100. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
I feel
if
like
you want to go to 65, I'd like that even more.
I feel like Jon Jones is that guy too.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to piss this guy off.
Yeah.
Because it's not that he fights reckless, but he takes a lot of chances.
True.
He throws it all out there and sees what sticks. Yeah. But he's also a very methodical fighter. He's kind of a little bit of both. Jon doesn't play the safe fight. So if you make that guy mad, he's going to put even more into that.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is make the guy that's normally cool, calm, and collective, that doesn't like to take big risks, that likes to play it very safe.
Yes.
And then beat him.
Yeah,
you want to do that to Damian Maia.
Yeah.
You want to make Damian Maia try to punch
that's a good point. That's a great point. Yeah, it's just like one thing that I've learned in jiu-jitsu, even in MMA, is when I grew up playing football, like all these things, you want to get amped up. You want to get your heart, like, you know what I mean? Like you do like a pregame ritual, like a chant kind of thing. And lifting too, sometimes you want to get, that's definitely not it.
Okay.
It sounds like you're singing, dun, dun, I got a feeling.
I don't know that song.
Me neither. But moving on, it's just like with MMA, like the best fighters I've seen always come in calm.
Yeah.
A lot different from like someone like Diego Sanchez who comes in hyped up, like Clay Guida, hyped up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everyone who's going to be a champion is calm, but that's one thing that I've seen, like probably getting the heart rate down.
You know what's funny? The funny thing is Conor is that type of guy. He likes to be cool, calm, loose, relaxed,
absolutely,
focused, laser sharp focus. So actually, if you can throw the mind games at Conor and you can pinch a nerve.
Yeah.
And how do you pinch the nerve of a bully?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you do that?
You don't react.
Yeah.
You laugh at him. Yeah. You make him feel like he's a little kid.
True.
That's how you pinch the nerve.
Yeah.
You know?
Good job, Eddie.
So maybe that's Eddie's strategy. He's just laughing. You're funny.
Yeah. Just brush him off.
Oh, hold on. Do you think this is affecting me? No, because you're a small guy.
Yeah.
And I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
And this is how this game is gonna work.
That would get someone. Yeah. It's like that girl that you tease her, she doesn't pay you no mind, right?
You want more.
Yeah. Makes you want. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah. Now we'll see. I mean, when I listened to John Kavanagh, Conor's coach, talk. He was on Ariel's show, and they were talking about strategy. Eddie Alvarez came out and said that he's gonna exploit Conor's wrestling, and he's going to, after the second round, bring the dog out, and just he feels like Conor is not good at adversity fighting.
Okay.
Very much like Mike Tyson. Once there's adversity, he's not that good at facing it.
Yeah.
So Nate Diaz showed that in both fights.
True.
Even though Conor came out in the second fight. He's still, once the adversity came, he's not great at handling it.
Yeah.
So, but John was like, we understand that we're probably going to be fighting off the fence for the first round.
Okay.
They said that. We're probably going to have to cage fight. We're going to stop the takedowns, but we're probably going to have to cage fight for the first down. But he can't keep up that pace forever. Yeah. He can't. And eventually, what is he going to do? When he can't take Conor down, he's going to want to bang with him. And when he gets hit with a few shots. So what I see is John banking on the fact that Conor is good enough to stop Eddie Alvarez. But what happens when that doesn't work? If it doesn't work,
good luck with that.
What happens when the shots don't work that you say? Everybody always says you say all this stuff till you get hit. Sure, but what happens when you do hit them and they don't flinch?
Yeah.
And that doesn't
Shit's
work.
Gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
The only reason why I think Eddie's gonna smother and take him down is look what happened when he fought Chad Mendes. And that's a smaller fighter,
guy.
man.
Yeah.
It's much smaller. Now you're going against Eddie Alvarez, who could take you down and has hands.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying he has better hands, but homie has hands, man. He took out RDA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be
Eddie could back up throwing hands. He can move forward throwing hands.
Yeah.
Like he can go any direction, and he's not afraid to throw bombs.
Yeah.
Conor's not afraid to throw bombs. Neither is Eddie.
They have great, and another factor too. You got great coaches, man.
Yeah, both guys have great coaches.
You have great coaches. So this one I can't wait to see what they implement.
Me too, man. The only thing I'm afraid of with Alvarez is when you have a striker who likes to throw hook punches, and that's their power weapon.
Yeah. Son of you, unprofessional bastard. What are you saying? Son of a bitch.
So whenever you have a guy like that throws hook punches, a guy like Conor, what's his main weapon?
Counter.
Straight down the pipe.
Okay.
His power left hand, his Conor bomb, whatever you want to call it. He has a really good straight.
Yeah.
So a straight is usually going to beat the hook.
Okay.
Right? It's going to get there quicker.
Yeah.
So if Conor has a long straight where he can hit you and just slide out the way of a hook,
sure,
a straight is longer than a hook.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could throw that straight and make you miss that power bomb, it could be a long night for Eddie. That's what I can see.
That's a really good point, and that's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
So what Eddie needs to do is not make it an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Make Conor think you could take him down at every second. Take the GSP blueprint and make it an Eddie Alvarez blueprint.
Yeah.
The reason why GSP beat a lot of people for such a long time is because he made them guess at every second what he's going to do. Yeah. You didn't know if he was going to throw a Superman punch or he's going to go for a single or a double or he's going to kick you. You didn't know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. That puzzle sucked for a lot of people.
And then once you get into the ground, you didn't know if he was just going to try and control you the whole time or if he was going to go for a submission.
Yeah.
Like, if Eddie could do that to Conor, just make him guess, get him on his toes the whole fight.
Okay.
And the only way you do that is by throwing it all out there. You can't hesitate.
Yeah.
Eddie has to go out, throw a jab, and go right for a takedown. Chael Sonnen style.
Yeah.
And then maybe if it doesn't work, go to your hands, then go back to the wrestling.
True.
Then go back to wrestling, go to your hands, keep mixing it up. Make him feel, then throw a high kick. Right? Mix it up. Yeah. Make the guy feel like he doesn't know what's coming.
Oof. This is going to be fun.
Exactly. All Conor has to do is Chuck Liddell style.
Yeah.
Sprawl and bang.
Yeah.
If he does that, he's going to win the fight.
He's good to go. On that note, guys, we hope you enjoyed this podcast. Unless you have anything else to no, we are good to go, guys. Again, if you like this episode, please like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, I do have something to add.
What's up?
Our UFC 205.
That's what I was going to mention.
Contest. Pick-up contest. Go to our website, showtheart.com. Blog. Yeah. Go to our blog section. The rules are there. Okay. Click on the link. It'll ask you for your email address. That's the email we're going to send the winner information to. And you're just going to fill out the form. It'll ask you fighter A or B, which round, and then which finish. All you have to do is just click. You don't have to type anything in. Go to the bottom, submit it. You're good to go. You can go back and edit it.
It's that easy, guys.
You can go back and edit it at any time up until 7 p.m. Eastern time, New York City time, before the fight.
There you go, man.
So go and do it. Guys, do it.
It's free. Free stuff, man.
Yeah, you win prizes. Yeah. We have Kimera Koffee giving away stuff. We have 93 brand giving away some nosy stuff. Yep, ArmBar Soap giving away some soaps. We're giving away some stuff. So 2 prizes, first and second place. Get on it. It's free to do. It's quick. It's fun.
Yeah.
I want to see who's right.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see who's right.
I want to be able to brag that I'm the best.
Oh, yeah.
I know everything.
Yes.
Because I do.
That's what everybody wants.
Hi, man.
So, yeah. And, guys, keep a lookout for our next coming episodes. We're going to have some big names. We're going to have Jason Perillo on.
I was going to say just name drop.
Famed coach of BJ Penn, of Michael the Champ Bisping.
Future champ Cyborg. Chris
Cyborg, Justino, Tito Ortiz. We're also going to have guys like DJ Jackson, who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, who's fighting MMA now. Dean Thomas is going to be back on the show.
I didn't know he's fighting MMA now.
Yeah,
awesome.
he is.
I'm pretty excited to get him on.
He just won.
Dope.
Yeah, we're gonna have some good guys. So
yeah, man.
stay
tuned, man. All right, man. We are out.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Peace.
Peace.